Starting.
Yeah!
All right, we're live. Gentlemen, welcome to Roll for Effort. Thank you, all of our viewers, for joining. We're here to play another Thursday night awesome RPG game, and Alex is going to be our DM tonight, so I'm turning it over to Alex.
Hey, awesome. Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Index Card RPG on Roll for Effort. And tonight I've got some really awesome players. So I think what I'll do is I'll let Joe and Dave and Jason and Matt introduce their characters, and then I'll set the stage and we'll get rolling. So Joe, why don't you kick us off?
All right, how you guys doing? I'm Joe. Tonight, or for this game, I will be playing Hinar, the servant of Udan. Once upon a time, he had found that one of the high priests of his order was stealing monies from the church to line his own pockets. The first thing he did was, of course, lose temper, and went straight in and brutally slaughtered the man right there on the dais. As penance for this, for it is against the sacred oath to slaughter a brother here inside the temples. He put himself on a penance, a quest to walk the world in the steps of the Allfather, the Udan himself. And he bears one of the marks of Udan, one of the wounds that he keeps fresh on his side in sacred ritual. And that is where he is, journeying through the land.
Nice. That's awesome. Awesome. All right, Dave.
All right. Hey, guys. I'm Dave. Howdy. So my character is Mara Blainfort. She was a candidate to become a nominee for the King's Court in the Fortress City of Grey. But there was an incident. It was a small. There was a series of small skirmishes that she earned a reputation as a bow knight. But there was an incident where she put the life of a family of bog people before the life of her captain, and he was grievously injured. He survived, but he made sure that she was ousted from the city. So the night she was banished from the city, she stole an ebony black magical bow and made her way out into the forest. Pretty harsh life for her for several months. Almost got into a skirmish with some sort of fungi. A hill folk came in, saved her life. She started to follow him. She wanted to repay him. He is Hinar, and she has started to become quite interested in his religion, and is now they're together, and not together, just traveling. And she's, starting to warm up to his religion.
Awesome, Dave. Yeah, not together.
Right.
Awesome. All right, Jason, tell us about your character.
All right. Tonight, I'm going to be playing Stubborn Steel Hands, a member of the Kindred Peaks Dwarf Clan. And basically, Stubborn is he's a master smith, right? And he was sent away from his homeland by the clan chief because he felt that his wife was paying a little too much attention to Stubborn's smithing masterpieces and works and such. So he kind of sent him on a quest to find the is it Aegistar? Aegistar? I think it's Aegistar.
Aegistar.
Oh yeah, the Aegistar.
The Aegistar, right. An ancient dwarf artifact that's this sort of magical shield. And Stubborn is very stubborn, as his namesake is. And so basically the chief convinces him that it's his idea to go out and find it so that he can learn the master arts of artifact crafting. And
nice.
Yep. There we go.
Killer, man. Matt Shaker, tell us about your character.
Hey, I'm Matt. Matt Shaker is my name. My character tonight, and if we all survive in this campaign, is called Ka. Ka's a primal. He's an elemental creature from the far north, from the beginning, from the very founding of Elfheim. Ka is elemental. His skin, his very core of him is of the ice. It is the primals maintain the balance, and his brothers and sisters in the frozen in the far north began to lose their way. Ka saw this and tried to heal this sickness that he saw in his who he considers to be his family, and instead of embracing him and trying to get back on the right path, they cast him out. They nearly destroyed him. He's a shadow of his former self. Now he's wandering Elfheim in search of some way to make them see, make them understand, but at the same time warning the younger races that there's a storm coming. And that's pretty much it.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, pretty rare for primals to help out men, but it does indeed happen. Cool. Awesome, man. So
and he doesn't know much of the language, so prepare for me to talk a little bit like Groot.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, awesome. All right. So our adventure tonight, gents, begins like a lot of adventures do.
You stole that.
And you guys are journeying together north of the great city of Grey, in the kingdom of Grey, and you're headed northward on a road. It's a case that you've been traveling this way together for a while, and the trip, unfortunately, has been somewhat arduous. You've not been sleeping well. Fortunately, Hinar is well stocked on supplies. That's been a good thing. But as you've come along to different towns and little hamlets and villages along the way, you've heard a number of disturbing reports. One such report is that you've heard that there might be some sort of large beast or large monster terrorizing the woods. You've also heard that maybe there's a pack of some sort of creatures, or maybe large dogs, or something like that have been terrorizing the fine folk in the Kingdom of Grey. But the problem is that there are all these differing accounts, and these folks are poor historians, sadly. In some instances, you've heard tales that there are children who are missing, and that times indeed seem tough all over. That being said, I did mention that you aren't sleeping well, and some of you in particular have also been having a lot of recurring dreams. And so let's, before we do anything else, let's get these dice warmed up, and let's have everybody make a wisdom roll against that 13.
Woo!
Damn
All right.
it.
Yeah,
Crap.
how about a 6, suckers? Big man. Did I win a prize?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Oh man.
Man, it's a real nightmarish up in this birch.
Yeah.
We all sleepy.
Oh my gosh. So
Okay, into the road. There's some perfectly fine rock here.
Yeah. So crazily enough, uh, so Joe, Hinala in particular has been having this recurring dream or nightmare, if you will, about this tall, kind of skinny figure who's dressed in dark clothing, and you think maybe it's some sort of like fine dress wear, perhaps, or some sort of finery. Way too skinny to be um, way too skinny to be sort of natural, kind of elongated fingers, that sort of thing. Um, and in your dream, as Hinar approaches this figure on the road and attempts to chase him down, the figure goes to turn, and right at the moment where you're going to see this figure's face, you wake up. And that's the recurring dream that you've been having about this figure, or that Hinar has been having. Um, and interestingly, the rest of you are all having the same recurring dream about this figure.
Sweet.
That being said, as you're journeying north, you guys have pushed on a little bit longer this time instead of stopping for camp. And indeed, you've seen a smoke trail to the north in the distance that indicates that there is a village to the north. And so you are intent on pushing on in the evening to stop there for the night. Sadly, it's been raining, and so you are all wet and miserable and tired. But coming upon a town is certainly welcome relief. And with that, that'll get us into where we're headed this evening.
Nice.
Very nice.
So as you guys enter this town, the first thing that you notice that this seems to be a town that's completely downtrodden. The streets all seem abandoned, although the hour is somewhat late. But they are filled with black mud. All the buildings seem dilapidated. Indeed, you can see maybe some vendors have left out some fruit and vegetables. The fruit looks bad. The vegetables and the fruit all seem withered. This town seems as though it is a town in a time of doom. And in particular, what assaults you even on a windy, kind of rainy night, is that the air is thick with this this burning smell that's very unpleasant. As you enter the town, there are two kind of dwarven guards who are keeping watch in the night. And as you approach as a group, the first one kind of walks up to you and says, "What are you about this evening?" And we're gonna head in our order here. So Hinar, as this guard kind of approaches you as you enter this kind of new town, what is Hinar's reaction?
All right. First, he kind of, being a hill folk, he's very tall, nearly 8 feet. So he kind of politely lowers himself down to a more eye level, taking a knee if he needs to look at this dwarf, and says, "We are seeking a roof over our head from the storm. Our clothes are soaked, and we would like a fire. What is the problem here in this place? The air it chokes."
Oh, there's all kinds of ill omens here in the town, but we best not speak of it. And the one's like, "Shh, we don't get paid enough for this nonsense. Look, the inn's down there on the right. Go down there and you can, it's still open, as you can see. You could probably find a room there." And they sort of grumble like, "We're just not getting paid enough."
Well, perhaps we can work something out on that angle. That maybe, and he reaches into a pouch and pulls out a few coins. Maybe if I could purchase for you a nice drink that would make the evening go a little well for you. Maybe then you will have an easier time to talk to us.
Yeah, and so with a big, thick arm, he kind of wipes the rain from his eyes and kind of squints and takes the coin, and he's like, "Ah, that's much appreciated. The inn's down there." It's like, "Look, he gave us gold," and the other one's like, "Gosh, he's a tall bastard. Even that skinny, he must weigh 300 stone."
300 stone.
All right, so Dave, what's Mara's reaction to all this?
I'm in the back, hood drawn. I'm still waiting for his reaction from the bribe.
Got it. So basically, the guard, he just kind of pockets the money and continues to stand there, kind of dismally in the rain. Like these two dwarven guards, who are normally very kind of proud, as dwarven folk are kind of proud. These guys just look completely beat down and just sort of miserable to be here. Almost like this is beneath their level, but nonetheless, they got to eat. So that would be kind of what Mara's picking up on. Particularly, I assume probably haven't been around soldiers in the city of Grey.
I just ask one thing, and it's to Hinar, my travel companion of the past several weeks. I say, Hinar, why did you bribe them again?
They looked miserable out here in the rain. I figured everybody could use a good drink. If they have nothing to say to us, then they have nothing to say. Either way, they might find some comfort in a nice, good, strong beverage.
And I say, great, that's just great. Are we going to the tavern?
I think so. My bones are soaked.
Great.
Nice.
That's all I've got to say.
Okay, cool. All right, Jason, what's stubborn Steelhand's reaction to seeing some of his kinsfolk kind of laid so low?
He's gonna put the social whammy on him.
Whammy. The social whammy.
Well, he kind of struts up, and he's in his masterful coat, and he's
masterful coat. That's right.
He says, lads, it's a fine rain out here, isn't it? Ye gods, though, it smells like an orc's backside. What the hell is that? Come on, you can talk to your old friend Stubborn.
Yeah, and the one is kind of right there in front of you, kind of reaches out and puts his hand like squarely on your chest. And he's kind of like, "Listen, don't cause any trouble. I told you, the inn's down there on the right. Just don't cause any trouble."
Oh, friend, we're the opposite of trouble. You see, we are a band of adventurers. If you've got a problem, you just let old Stubborn know it. Take care of it right fine for you.
I mean, he kind of snorts and he's like, "Hey, hold on. They said they're adventurers." And the other one kind of snorts and kind of kicks at some black mud. But you don't get much out of these guys.
All right, I say we head to the inn.
All right. Ka?
As the dwarf put the hand on Stubborn's chest, Ka kind of like, in his culture, that's like an insult. So Ka kind of like draws back his hood, and now mind you, Ka is like 10 feet tall, and he's been hunching this whole time. So he kind of stands up to his full height, draws back the hood, and his face is just ice with no expression, just like on the token. And he says, "Ka, not like you."
Well, that makes two of us. And then he's like, "Look, we told you. Don't be causing any trouble." And then he kind of grumbles like, "God, this just isn't worth it." And they kind of walk back over here towards their kind of little guard shack there, and attempt to kind of get some of the rain off of them under the eaves there.
He looks. I look down at Stubborn and say, "Friend, okay." And then he's going to just kind of he's going to kind of like just kind of walk this way.
Aye, lad. Aye, doing fine. It's a fine rain.
Nice.
Rain hurt Ka.
The rain at least is coming straight down mostly.
Let's get Ka indoors, guys. It's hurting him.
And Cobb just kind of puts his hood back on.
Nice.
Agreed.
So, is it the case that you guys are going to head on towards the inn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Guys with them. I don't talk to him anymore.
I'll just grab you guys here real quick, if that's okay.
Yep.
And we'll just kind of move you down this way. And as you guys kind of get kind of further towards the inn, part of the street kind of opens up into what looks like is kind of the town square. And as you kind of look over, which would be to your right, but kind of left here on the screen, what you guys see is you see kind of this scene start to play out in front of you, and it looks like someone has erected some sort of wooden pyre in the middle of the town, and at the four corners of the of this town square here are these four kind of dark clad figures that you would know to be witch hunters, and you can tell for sure that they are wearing black puritanical hats and look to be very well equipped. At their head looks to be kind of a lead inquisitor who also looks very kind of formidable. And to your shock and horror, as this scene is kind of illuminated by the torches that they're carrying, you see what looks to be like a girl who is barely 12 years old, bound to the stake. And she is strangely beautiful, with hair as bright as golden thread. And she looks very, very different, perhaps, from the other stern figures you've spied thus far. And it may be the case that she is of royal blood. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, elbow, elbow. And so as you come around the corner and you see this kind of unfold, the lead inquisitor who's kind of standing there is basically like, Sarah Thrush, you have been found guilty of the crime of witchcraft. And for that, you are sentenced to death. And he's like, death by burning. And he kind of strides forward and he spits on her. And then he throws his torch down to the bottom of the pyre. And so the beginning of the pyre starts to catch, even in the rain. And he walks back and he's like, may there be no mercy on your soul. And the minute that the flames start to catch, she begins to let out these terrible screams as these flames begin to kind of lick at her feet. And so I'm going to start my first DM timer of the night. All right. So that was a D6, and the timer is at 4, and that represents the flame catching. And that will bring us to Hinar. What is Hinar's reaction as he spies this scene unfolding?
He stands himself up good and straight and bellows out, oh boy, I don't know if I can yell in that accent. He just loudly exclaims, infidels! There is no anger, there is no innocence that is not in a child. This one is pure. You are foul. And he is rushing forward, like a full sprint.
We're going in.
Gonna
Nice.
guess that's probably banana scale for full sprint.
Yep, for sure. And as you're kind of making your way there, kind of in retort, he's like, do not attempt to stop the sacred ceremony of our town. You defile our ritual with you defile our purism with your insolence. He's like, let the deed be done. And but he does kind of step back as he sees Hinar kind of rushing at him, like he's kind of cringing seeing this 8-foot tall humanoid like rushing at him.
And if there is, or if that move would also permit another action, I would completely thump him with my staff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Full on baseball bat style. Oh boy. Yes. You dared hurt the child. Oops. It would help if I'm actually on the right screen to type that.
I tried to do my last dice roll and hangouts.
No, that is a nat 1.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I dropped for a second. Are we all there?
Yep, I'm there.
Okay.
So I had nat 1. So
Okay. Yep.
I
So,
probably slipped in that black mud or something.
yeah, well, roll another d20, and we'll see if we can confirm the
Roll a 1.
The catastrophe.
a failure. Yeah.
Oh, 2 1s.
Right? It's a double 1.
Yeah. No. So you don't slip in the black mud, fortunately, but even though he is surprised at your barreling at him, this lead inquisitor kind of whips out this nasty little black mace, and he kind of deftly parries your staff aside, and he now realizes that this guy is trained. He has used this nasty little black mace many times.
Oh,
All
he's
right.
still gonna burn.
All right, that brings up Mara.
All right, just seeing Hinar in trouble, I fling back my hood and whip out one arm out of my cape, and I ready my bow. I'm looking over at Stubborn and Ka. I'm trying to see if they have, what their read on the situation is, if they're going to join the fight as well. Do I see them react in any way?
Stubborn
okay.
is readying his shield and his giant ass battle axe.
You can already see a frozen weapons beginning to protrude out of Ka's arm and hand.
Yeah, that's all I need. So I go ahead and aim at the lead inquisitor, and I loose an arrow.
Nice, do it up.
So I have this bow that does well. I guess I gotta just roll a regular one here. So I'll just roll a d20 here because I don't have any modifiers on that. Ouch.
Oof. So yeah, that shot sails wide, and I think Hinar just kind of felt the air blow his hair askew slightly as that shot passed.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a bummer on the opening round. Did you want to move at all?
No.
Okay. All right. Stubborn.
Yeah, Stubborn is going full on dwarf battle rage, just raging and running and shouting. And he's actually, before he runs off, he tells Ka, get the fire, I'll make a distraction. And I want to try and basically use my charisma to attract as much attention as I physically can, as I'm just wildly swinging my battle axe, in big wide arcs around me as I'm running up at these guys.
Oh, nice. So you're kind of trying to intimidate them?
Yeah.
Okay. Do it up. Give me the charisma roll. Oh, nice. Awesome. So for sure, like these witch hunters all kind of take a step back. Like they're just like whoa, this crazy dwarf, like holy smokes, like this guy he's gonna kill. Is that one of the guards? Like what is this? So yeah, for sure. They definitely do not want to tangle with you.
Cool.
Is that Stubborn's turn?
Yeah. I think
Nice.
that's moving in action.
Yep.
Good.
Okay. Cool. All right, Ka.
Ka steps up, and as he's walking over, his out of one arm kind of grows. The ice kind of shifts and kind of grows into a spear, and on the same arm, this weird like oblong shield kind of grows out of like ice crystals. His back begins to like these icy spikes begin to protrude from it, and which shreds his cloak, and he
Nice.
he steps forward and just goes and just bellows, and out of his face, not his hands or anything like that, out of like where like normally its face would be, he's going to unleash that force blast, and he's gonna aim that right there at the fire because it's cold based, so
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
like
do it.
like the flippin' destroyer armor, man. I'm gonna kill some fire.
Nice.
Let's see here.
Oh, nice. Mod 20.
Yeah, boy.
Awesome. So for sure, is that like? And I take it, by the way, you're not trying to hit the girl, correct?
I mean, I don't want to hit the girl, but he's primal. He's not sure about this.
Oh no. Okay.
I don't- He's yeah. I mean, his objective is to get the fire, not the person.
Okay. Very good. So as that force kind of rips through the
It says pushes target also.
yep. So as that fire kind of rips, or as your cold blast kind of rips through, that fire like kind of dwindles out, and it is kind of left with kind of this
Nice.
smoke that's kind of billowing in its place as that is out. So the DM timer is arrested at 4 for the moment.
That's amazing.
Killer.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
He goes. He looks at the assembled like witch hunters and just goes, "Come to Ka."
Oh, brutal, savage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good turn. Awesome. That was kind of clutch.
Sweet.
All right, so that brings us up to the DM's turn, and so again we're sitting on 4.
Be right back.
Yep, that timer's not moved. So this witch hunter here, he's going to wade in. He kind of unsheathes this kind of cruel looking kind of silverish saber, and he's going to take a shot at you, Hinar.
Groovy.
Yep. Particularly after he saw you kind of lash out at his kind of boss. Oh, so there's that mod 20.
Damn.
Ouch.
Oh,
that
and
hits me for sure.
maximum 6 damage
Damn.
on Hinar.
All right.
And then this guy back in the corner, he kind of pulls back even further, and that's when you realize that he has taken a bow off of his back, and he's sighting it in on you, Ka. Like you're the biggest one there, so you're definitely the biggest target. So he unleashes an arrow. What's your armor class? He got a 12.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, that's right. He's gone.
Stepped
Let's
away.
see. I think that's a miss on him. Let me just double check his character sheet. Yep, that is a miss. So that you guys watch as that arrow sails true, but it ping like plinks off the crystalline chest of Ka and does not affect him. These two dudes in the corner, they are completely afraid of you, Stubborn. So even though they kind of draw their swords, they back up, but they take their torches and they are they're throwing them here on the pyre and reigniting the flame. And
Wow.
so as they drop their torches, as they're kind of backing away, this girl that the Inquisitor called Sarah Thrush, she lets out screams anew, as that fire kind of catches as they drop the torches and proceed to try to kind of get away from you, Stubborn.
Those rat bastards.
Yep. And then the lead Inquisitor, he just kind of steps up and has his nasty little mace, and he's kind of sitting there, kind of waiting on you to wade in, Stubborn. And that will be my turn. And so
Stubborn's about to start a mace collection.
and that brings us back to Hinar, as a little Sarah Thrush is screaming.
All right. If I can, I want to try to move directly to the pyre. Clearing straight over the table, right past the guy, if I can.
Oh, you're just gonna leap over the table.
Yeah,
like Starsky and Hutch style.
That's some straight up hero, some straight up hero shit right there.
Yeah,
tall enough, you might just be able to step over it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, do it.
So I want to attempt to move right in up here, and dropping my staff, I want to pull out the dagger and try to cut her free and take her completely off the pyre.
There you go.
If I can.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to make you roll for that in terms of because they're stationary ropes. You're definitely cutting into them, but give me some effort on those ropes to see if you're going to get through them.
Okay. Do you want basic or tool effort for that?
Tool effort. Yeah.
Okay.
D6. Yeah, weapon tool effort. Oh, nice. Yeah. So the kind of the first set of ropes, like, you easily cut through them. So you're really close to kind of freeing her from the pole, and she's like, "Please help me! Like, she's almost hysterical at this point.
Yeah, and as Hinar is cutting the ropes, he's gonna, completely different from the bellowing and screaming before. He's gonna very calmly tell her, "It will be okay, child. You will be safe. You are being freed right now. You will be safe, child."
Yeah, that's awesome. So take a hero coin for that, if you don't already have one.
Yeah, got one.
Awesome. And that brings us to Mara.
Okay, so I'd like to move to about right there, and then fire an arrow at the closer witch hunter.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, the one that you just saw attack Hinar.
Yeah. Okay, so let me hit this. All right.
Nice.
So let me see if this. All right. Yeah. Let me just type it out. So yeah, that bow gives me the magical effort, and then I have 3 magical effort.
Nice, and you rolled maximum.
And I rolled max plus 3.
Oh, killer!
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is killer. So that arrow just like takes this dude like right in the chest, and like he just kind of staggers back a step or two, and then he just kind of slumps to the ground. Okay. And he's done. Like you just, I mean, you hit him square in the heart. And that was it for that witch hunter.
I end my turn with one statement, and that's I say, "Boys, let's kill that leader."
Nice, awesome, great turn. Okay, Stubborn, what are you up to?
Oh, there we go. Stubborn is also going to run up and jump up onto the pyre and start helping with getting her off.
Oh, nice, awesome. Yeah, so give me that effort roll.
All right.
Oh, still good. plus 4 to basic.
Well, he's a smith. He's got these strong working hands.
Yeah, I saw that on his character sheet earlier today.
Nobody
Yeah,
ever puts anything into
legit.
basic.
Yeah.
That's legit.
That is really killer. So yeah, so Stubborn, you just kind of ripped those ropes off off of her. I think she has some rope burn now, but you definitely, your methods are definitely effective, and so those ropes kind of fall away from her for sure. And Hinar, she kind of collapses into your arms.
Those ropes have terrible craftsmanship. They should be ashamed of these humans.
I mean, you can tell that this girl is, she's beautiful, but she's clearly been worked over. I mean, somebody has tortured her before they tied her to this stake and attempted to burn her.
They all must die.
Awesome. Awesome round, Stubborn. Awesome. And that brings us back to Ka.
Well, I'm going in, guys. You guys, yeah. Ka's going to he kind of just kind of like calmly walk over to the leader, and he's going to as he's doing that with his shield arm, he can use his hand still because the shield is growing out of his arm. He's going to reach out and try to use frozen touch and just grab him like about the shoulder or the neck, and just hold on and try to freeze him.
Oh, nice.
Because that's how it gets down, man.
Nice. Do it up.
Oh no, you guys didn't see that. That's a 7.
Yeah. So again, this very skilled Inquisitor sees you kind of reaching for him, and that mace flashes out quick as a whip and kind of knocks your crystalline hand away. And he's like, "Get away from me, abomination!"
God will destroy you.
Crazy. Nice. All right. So DM timer drops to 3 as the fire kind of spreads. They're on the pyre. And the lead Inquisitor here, now tied up with Ka, attempts to take a big swipe at him with that wicked little mace that he has.
Bring it on, punk! I got 2 hearts. I'm good.
Yeah, we'll see about that. He gets +2 to this. Oh,
Famous last words.
Jeez, man.
Mod 20 or natural 20. So
That's gonna hurt.
yep. So you take
What I meant to say was
5 plus 7, so 12 damage from that mace as it snakes out quick as an eel and just smashes into your arm.
You know what? Okay. All right, fine. Never mind. I was going to sacrifice my shield already, but I'm not going to do that shit.
Okay. All right. So this kind of archer over here, seeing that that indeed you have an archer of your own, kind of moves his position here, and he takes aim at you, Mara. And now we're in kind of an archer battle here.
Okay, I've got an 11.
Yep. So he lets loose, but he definitely doesn't have you completely sighted in. So that sails wide, and you see him kind of grimace under his black puritanical hat.
I tuck some hair behind my ear and grin, and I lock eyes with him.
Nice. And this guy over here, kind of seeing you distracted, Stubborn, because he's kind of kind of lacks honor. He kind of sneaks in here and attempts to like skewer you in the back with his wicked sword.
Bring it on.
Nope, but it clangs off your armor, and he is completely surprised that you were that formidable of a target. And then this last one over here, I think he's got to come for you, Hinar. So he pulls out his saber, and that's an 11. Does that hit?
That hits 11 exactly for my armor.
So maximum 6 damage.
Jeez, man. Are you down?
Yep, that's what I was just gonna say. As he begins to collapse, he does his best to gently lay the girl onto the ground.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. But yeah, that
I
witch
hit
hunter
the
just kind of skewered you in the back while your attention was focused on the girl.
Oh, healer's down, guys.
Oh, that's brutal. That took a brutal turn.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, nothing like falling asleep on the pyre. Come on, guys.
Yeah, right. That's a no bueno. Okay. That
At
brings
least
us
it's warm.
yeah. Yeah.
True.
Probably not good for Ka.
You'll
Our-
be warm for the rest of your life, man.
Yeah, in the arms of angels. Okay. So that brings us back to Hinar, and you're down. So roll for dying, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Rolls a 1.
Right.
Thank God.
Nope. Not
Oh,
yet.
no,
There's
that
one.
Yep,
Oh, that's
so
right.
You didn't pop, but give me a d6.
Oh, sorry. I'm rolling my physical dice over here. My bad. Roll.
Oh, that's okay.
Ah. 2 rounds. sitting on a 2.
Okay.
Ooh, shit.
All right. So you got 2 rounds, so just keep track of that.
Yep.
And that brings us to Mara.
Okay, so how far can I go while still retaining an attack? I want to move in towards the action a little bit.
Yeah, so I think you could legit probably get about here.
Okay, so I want to go that distance, but I want to go in this direction right here.
Nice.
Are those how tall are those things between me and the archer?
Yeah, so these are stocks.
Okay, so they're not too high.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna make an attack with my bow and arrow on the archer.
Okay. Nice.
Damn it!
Oh.
Damn it! Damn it!
Yeah, so now we have archers trading shots. So Mara's arrow sails wide and
This is why we
buries
can't
into
have nice things.
that box of fruit over there. That box of rotten fruit. Oh, tough round. All right, stubborn.
Okay. Stubborn is going to risk shouldering his shield and grabbing both the little girl and Hanar and just try to pull them backwards off the flaming pyre.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Selfless.
So, in order to pull both of them, you're going to have to make a hard roll on strength.
Okay. Nope.
Nope. So,
Stuck on the damn twigs.
You don't have a hero coin, do you?
No, I don't think I've been awarded a hero coin. Also, Alex just dropped.
Oh.
I actually forgot until after the fact. I have a hero coin. I probably should have used it instead of taking that hit.
Yep.
Or rolling that too.
Where's what happened to Alex?
He's coming back.
hey, sorry about that, guys.
That's fine. I just figured he didn't like us anymore.
Yeah. So,
Night's over.
so somebody as strong as stubborn, he would have no trouble dragging the girl, but you were just surprised at even for a tall, skinny guy how much Hinar weighs, and you just don't quite get him away.
Okay.
All right. Ka.
Ka is reaching in again with the frozen touch. I'm gonna freeze him, man. This time I'm going for the neck.
Nice. Okay. Do it up. Well, there it is.
Yep. There it is. And
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Yep.
oh
Oh.
Oh no, only 4 damage.
yeah, freeze him for 1 round though.
Oh, that's right. He's frozen for a round, isn't he?
Yep. Ka reaches down, grabs him, and just like he just almost I imagine he's trying to like grab his arm, but he can't, his hand, or move it, but he can't. He just cold and like frost begins to just form on him, and he's just kind of like.
Oh, that's killer. Yeah.
And, Ka is coming for you. It's Bayo. It's downhill from here. That's it. I've got you now, you mofo.
Got it. So he was ready to swing his mace and deal you another devastating blow, but he's almost horrified to see his arm kind of arrested in frozen motion. Plus, he kind of like lets out a scream of pain as your magic kind of freezes him. Your internal magic freezes him.
Yeah.
Killer. All right.
Real
So
quick, how many spells have I attempted? That's 1, 2, 3. So my next one's going to be Spellburn.
only successes. So
all right, cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, how about that?
Four successes before Spellburn.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay. So on my round, the DM timer goes down to 2, and this pyre is now like crazy engulfed. Oops, that's my smoke. This pyre is now crazy engulfed as we're at timer 2. And the girl starts screaming as it, as she's down on the ground there, kind of pressed up close to Hinar's lifeless form, and the fire's kind of licking at her legs. The lead Inquisitor, he's frozen. He cannot do anything. This guy right here, he comes up and he takes a swipe at you, Stubborn. Oh, also a natural 20.
Damn.
Jeez, DM's on fire tonight, gang.
Yeah,
On fire.
You guys dead.
So two damage.
Oh shit!
13 damage on Stubborn.
What the?
I'll sack my shield.
Oh, nice.
It's on your back, Rema. You shouldered it.
Oh, but he was attacking him from behind.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense. So the shield takes it all and is destroyed.
Oh, lucky.
That was lucky turn. All right. And
thank you, Hankerin, for writing that into the rules.
Yep. So
it's only half damage these days.
So this guy here, he kind of leans over and he's actually let's see. I think he's just going to step back. Like, I don't think he'd mess with the girl. She's starting to burn again. So he steps back from the pyre, not wanting to get burned. This guy here is going to loose another arrow at you, Mara. But it's a 3 and sails wide. And around that same time, like these kind of dwarven guards come trotting around the corner, and they're just like, "What's going on here? I thought I told you to stay out of trouble." And
you guys want some too, huh?
That brings us back to Hinar, and you're down to
Yeah. Yep. Roll down to 1 left.
Down to 1.
Wow.
The pyre, man.
The gods
Yeah.
favor you, Hinar.
Right? Udon has looked down and praised Hinar for saving the child, going after the child. Our actions have been blessed.
Epic. Totally
All right.
epic.
I don't know,
Cool,
man.
right back up to 1.
Maybe you should use your hero coin and roll that again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man,
That was
You rolled a Scranton.
that was
Right.
killer.
witness. Yeah. So as he kind of like starts to come to, feeling this surge and this rush of energy, surely it must be Udon, blessing him and urging the importance of it. He kind of looks up and sees the girl here and the flames licking in higher, and just still laying from the ground, just grabs her and he pulls her out over from the fire. "Run to Mira, child! Run to Mira!" And he points towards her. I can't grab her.
Also, you realize her shoe is on fire.
That might be also why you woke up.
Right? The fire got him.
Yeah. So where are you going to move to? Hinar?
I'm just gonna try and like roll out of the fire and climb up, but I definitely want to pull her out of the fire.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, a individual your size shouldn't have any problem like picking up and moving this kind of waif of a girl. So, where are you headed?
Oh yeah, actually, if I can do more move, yeah, I'm probably gonna just cut back as far that way as I can.
Yep, and I'll give you guys control over her token.
Okay.
Controlled by all players. There you go. So yeah, so you kind of, I imagine you probably are just able to throw her over your shoulder.
Oh, okay.
In fact,
Carrier.
Fireman's carrier. There you go.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, scoop her up in one arm and go.
Yeah.
With the move, if I can, I would also like to attempt to heal myself. He's doing sign of like the grand oak tree across his chest and muttering some words, and I'm going to cast healing upon myself.
Got it.
So that is with a +3 to the roll. Does not work. 5.
Yep. Yeah, no. So
Hero coin.
Yeah, hero coin. I'm spending my hero coin.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And +3 for 16.
There it is.
Boom.
The D8 +2 for my health. So I'll take it. That's 4 total I get back.
Yeah.
Better than dead.
Wow.
That's
Hell of a
awesome.
round.
Yeah, that was a killer round.
Everything changed on that round.
I wasn't about to bring you back to life. I'm a
No,
guy.
I wouldn't. No way.
Yeah, and just like that, your fortunes changed again. Awesome round. Okay,
Tense.
Mara, what's
Okay.
Mara doing? She's
As
locked in this archer battle.
I knock an arrow and I say, I turn my head to the guards and I say, prove your dwarven heritage and aid us in this fight against the wicked. And I loose an arrow towards the leader.
Oh, the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all,
sorry. I just rolled. Sorry.
that's okay. So we'll say that your arrow missed.
Yep.
But give me the charisma roll to try to pull these guys to your
Okay.
side.
Okay.
And
12.
yeah, so you hit it. And I was going to say one of the guys is easy because you'd kind of greased him. So they kind of had this moment where they kind of look at each other like, "What are we doing? Like, can we stand for this? She's just a child. I don't know. Screw it. Let's help him." And they kind of start to warily kind of wade in to at your behest. And that probably only happened because Hinar greased the wheels earlier.
Right.
Nice.
Killer. All right, Stubborn.
All right. Stubborn is going to leap over this table and knock it over and try and use it as like cover,
Yes.
like kind of crouching down behind it.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
And, as he's doing that, he's just going to shout, "Surrender now and you're all going to die." And then I want to do a recovery roll.
Pass the band-aids, please.
Got it. Okay.
May I?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, do it up, man.
No!
Oh no.
Battle is too heated.
Yeah, you're surprised you're still
Hey,
sucking wind.
But you have a hero coin.
No, I don't.
Oh, never mind. I'm just obsessed with them, I guess.
I want them. All right, yeah. Sadly, Stubborn just doesn't catch his breath yet, and that brings us back to Ka, who is freezing the lead Inquisitor.
Yeah, so I've got him. He's not going anyplace, right? I've got him, and I am going to. Ka is going to grab him with the other hand and continue to freeze him.
Okay, roll it up.
Right.
Let's see if you do it or if he comes out this round.
Is it just a normal roll?
Yep, beat that 12, dude. Yeah. So for sure, your magic takes hold.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Oh, 7 damage on him.
Wow.
Okay. So again, you kind of freeze him, and he, he tries to like claw at you with his other hand, and it freezes in midair too.
Nice.
But he's not dead.
Can I toss him in the fire?
Oh, sorry.
I think that'd be
Do
2
that.
actions.
Yeah,
actually.
probably on your next turn you could. I mean,
Okay, so
he's definitely affected by your magic and frozen in place, and he's definitely immobilized.
So it is the case that right now I imagine that Ka is just looking down just with that impassive like in like ice face and just like throttling him while freezing him.
That is brutal. Savage. Okay. Nice round. All right. So on this round, let's start here at the bottom. So that archer, he's loosing another arrow at you, Mira.
Yes.
Oh.
Suck it, Archer.
Oh, what is that? We made the DM wasted 20.
Yeah, so the good news is it's not a critical fumble, but basically that arrow lands over here in this cart of supplies, which you're just like, oh, supplies. And as that arrow kind of vibrates in those, and he's like, whoa. And even he starts to be a little bit intimidated and starts to take a step back. This guy here, oh goodness, I think he advances, and he's going to attempt to pull the child away from you, Hinar. So let's get some contested strength going here, as he tries to grab her forcibly from you.
You shall not take her.
Yeah, so
And I have a +1. Ouch. No, I only got a 3 total.
Yeah, so he kind of grapples her and kind of kind of grabs her legs and pulls her off your shoulder, which kind of surprises you since you were moving in the other direction. And he starts to kind of drag her back this way, back towards the fire. And she's like screaming, kind of reaching out for you, like, no. And then this guy, he's going to come around and he's going to attempt to shank you in the side, Ka, with his wicked little blade. So that's a 17.
Oh, bummer. That's gonna hurt.
Yep. And 5 damage.
Ouch. You're next.
So pieces of your like frozen crystals kind of chip off as he slices into you with his wicked little blade.
That sucks.
And then this guy kind of runs up to you, Stubborn, and he's like, "Oh, what can we do?" And this other dwarf comes in, and he's going to attempt to take a pot shot at that witch hunter. So 17, and he hits for 2 damage. So he gets off a little slice with his kind of battle axe. And with that, we go back to Hinar.
Oh man, there's so many choices right now.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Sorry, Joe. 1 second. And at that, the timer drops down to nothing, and these flames have completely consumed the pyre at this point. Sorry about that. And so, indeed, it is your turn.
Oh man, pulled in every direction. Oh man.
If you heal me, all your wildest dreams will come true.
You have to say that in Ka's voice, please.
Right.
He doesn't know those words.
Right? Sadly, I think his main concern is still for the girl.
Yep, that's the broke thing.
Yeah, bound by honor for that one. He's gonna pull and load his sling and wing it at that guy.
Oh God. Okay, don't miss.
Or the guy grabbing the girl. Yeah. Oh boy, this could be terrible. Oh yeah. 14.
Oh, that hits.
Wing.
Killer.
So yeah, lead shot goes flinging through for like nothing.
Yeah, so it kind of glances off his forehead and staggers him, but
His forehead.
yeah. kind of knocks his witch hat in the mud, and and he looks a little mad and dazed, but he's
You cannot have her. And moving right back in.
nice, awesome. Okay, Mara.
Okay, I'm gonna do a tuck and roll this way, and loose an arrow at the agent on the who has the girl.
Got it. Oh, good call.
Okay, so let's see what happens. God damn it!
Oh no, man, how many misses is that for her? Holy smokes!
Let's
Three
get
in a
some
row.
battle fury going on here.
Yeah, if you start missing again, we might have to do some battle fury.
Yeah.
But indeed, so that arrow streaks by.
Question for you. When I'm firing in such close proximity to allies, is there a mechanic to check on that, or is there a risk?
Yeah, so there is indeed risk. If you had rolled a critical one, and I'm not going to do it mechanically. I just might adjudicate, depending on the circumstances,
Yeah.
that you might hit somebody.
Yeah.
And certainly if you were to critically fumble, for sure.
Okay.
So
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
There is
that's
always risk.
pretty common sense. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yep. All right. Man, that's a shame. Okay. Stubborn. You're trying to rest.
Right. Okay, so the Inquisitor, this guy, he is frozen in place, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Probably like Ka has him kind of Darth Vader style almost. I imagine his feet are kind of, his toes are barely touching the ground.
I find his lack of ice disturbing.
So would he be in such a dire position that I could just walk up with my axe and put it at his throat and tell him to call off his minions?
No.
Or coup de grace?
Yeah, I
He's
suspect
immobilized, right?
I suspect you could probably coup de grace him. That might make your large friend unhappy, who looks intent on crushing the life out of him. But yeah, for sure, you could probably coup de grace him.
All right, so stubborn. Basically, he goes up there and he's like, "See, call off your friends. Tell them to drop their weapons, or it's over."
Give me give me the easy charisma roll on that. Oh, yeah, his will is broken, and he's just like, drop your weapons. Drop your weapons. And the question is, do they listen? That is the important question, and I feel like I'm going to roll for each one of them.
Okay.
And we'll see if we beat that 21.
Oh, Jesus.
Sounds
Okay.
fair.
It'll be contested charisma, basically. So there's a 19 that was close, a 14, and a 3. So they all fail, and these guys kind of drop their weapons and take a step back because they're listening to their witch hunter leader. And that brings us to Ka.
Ka's looking this way and that, and kind of directly at Stubborn. And then as he's still got the Inquisitor kind of in his grip, he's gonna lift him up, bring him right to his face, and hit him with that force blast.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh no. Okay, so, but basically,
himself.
Yeah, whatever, man. My powers don't work anymore as much as they used to, so that makes sense.
yeah. So, Ka's still kind of getting used to coming into his power again, and when he calls on it, it's not there. Yeah, and that's a very good point, Joe. So, indeed, it may be you're just too close to that flame. All right. So
I'm gonna drop him then, but I'm gonna take his hat.
Okay. So for sure you have no trouble dropping him, and he kind of lands in a heap at your feet.
I want that hat.
Oh yeah.
Clap these men in irons.
All right. Very good. So yeah. So this dwarf walks up and kind of puts his axe to this witch hunter's throat, and he's like, "Go on, get out of town. We're tired of turning our backs on all this. Go on, get out of here." And this guy starts kind of trotting off, and he's like, "You'll be sorry." And the same thing with this guy. He kind of points at you, Hinar, and he's like, "You're aiding a monstrosity. She deserves to be destroyed. She'll kill you, you know."
The All-Father has seen each and every one of your actions today.
And
You will be judged.
Right on.
This archer down here kind of tips his hat at you, Mira, and then he hurdles these kind of fruit crates and kind of runs off into the night here.
Guys, are our nemesis freaking witch hunters right now? Because that was cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. For
we
sure.
made some badass enemies right now.
That's right. We just pissed off witchers.
Witchers.
And so this little girl here, she's like, sir, my name is not Sarah Thrush. My name is Sarah Westbrook, and please, you've got to help me.
What is the trouble, child?
It's not just me. He's got my sisters. Please, you have to go help my sisters. They're being tortured. They might already be dead. Please, sir. Please.
Hinar kind of turns and looks around at his fellows, and they each of them can see the look on his face, knowing that he cannot turn away from this request. And without speaking a word, he's kind of pleading with them. Will you help me help this child? Is kind of across his face.
So the question is, what do you do?
I love that in my music, as soon as you said, "What do you do?" the thunder clapped.
Nice. That's awesome.
Oh, so is this like open right now?
Yeah. It's a little bit of a free space.
Yeah, so I just chime in and I say, then we aid the girl in the name of All-Father.
Nice.
I want to torture the guy we have captive over here to find out where they are.
We have stocks, and points over.
Yeah. I pointed out the torturing implements on the ground from the table I kicked over. And we have tools.
Before they're able to do anything, Ka's gonna stomp on his neck.
Oh
shit!
Brutal. So yeah, that absolutely works.
That we do it in the north.
Yeah, that absolutely works. And so you instantly coup de grace him. You get that satisfaction. You see his eyes kind of bulge wide as your foot kind of smashes into his skull.
And he takes his hat.
Got it. Have to draw that onto your token for next time.
Alex,
I'm serious. Yeah. I'm adding witch hunter hat to my items right now.
That would actually look pretty badass.
Yeah, for sure. You just looted it. Awesome. Yeah, Jason, did you have a question?
While we're in sort of our moments, or we've gone from moments to minutes, I guess. I want to take my forge hammer and tool set, and I want to see if I can break off some of this table and turn it into a shield.
Into a what? I'm sorry.
A shield.
Oh,
I sacked.
Got it. Well, there was a cart of supplies over here.
Okay. I turned the cart of supplies into a shield.
No. I'm saying Say, you goober. there are shields on the cart.
Oh, it's priceless.
It's super funny.
Forge hammer, right? Can
Trade, man.
craft items with one hard effort.
I mean, honestly, Jason, if you would turn a table into a shield, I'm not going to deprive you of rolling it up in that moment. But
seriously, what's in the cart? Because we all heard that weird noise when the arrow hit it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a shipment of spears and halberds, and there are indeed shields, just like it's depicted.
New shield.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, so there was no problem grabbing a shield.
Okay, I'm adding shield back to my character sheet.
Okay, very good.
Hey, can I roll a recovery? Because I got 3 hit points and I'm melting.
Yep, for sure. So
healing.
While you're doing that, and while we're in this downtime, so Sarah Westbrook basically says, "Oh, good for you, Matt." So Sarah Westbrook says,
Why good? Oh, damn! I didn't scroll down. I rolled a 20. That's all.
Yeah. So add an ultimate to that. So little Sarah Westbrook is just like, my father could help us, but I don't know where he is. But my sisters, you see, they're up on the hill in the mansion. That's where we were, and we were being tortured. And sure enough, as she kind of points in the direction, Hinar, you see the mansion up on the hill. And it is like a foreboding structure on the hill overlooking town. And that's where this girl claims that her sisters are being held.
Okay. Is there someone you know here in town? Someplace you can wait that is safe?
And she's like, the lady at the tavern is very nice. I could go wait with her.
Yes, that is what you must do. We are going to a place where children should not come.
Okay. Awesome. So I would imagine, Hinar, that you probably escort her over to the tavern and all.
Oh yeah, I would walk her over there before returning to the to everybody.
Yep, and make sure she's in safe hands.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Awesome. So sure enough, like you meet kind of the tavern owner and his wife, and indeed they are nice people. To the best of your ability to discern.
All right.
Like how I qualified that just a little bit.
Yeah.
No, they seem to be very nice people.
Secretly, all of the entire town are mind flayers.
Yeah.
And upon returning back, kind of looks over everybody and let me help and tend to some of these injuries. And I'm actually going to use tools, my medicine and herbs that he has. So non-magical healing.
Oh, nice.
All right, who's first?
Shaw has no idea what that stuff is, so
Yeah, actually, I'm not even sure if like herbs and salves would do much to a primal at all.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think it would work on him.
On you?
What was that?
No, I was talking to Kyle. Like, I could try my forge hammer on you.
Yeah, I don't think that would work either. For sure.
Uses the hit point, tap at him.
Todd's gonna pick up this Inquisitor and toss him in the fire.
Oh, nice.
He's gonna turn as his body is kind of like burning. He's gonna walk back and he's gonna gesture back towards him and say, "Oh, serve balance."
Oh, nice. That's
Alex,
epic.
Is there any more armor or anything else in the cart of value?
No, sir. It just looks like halberds and spears and shields.
Okay.
As depicted.
Excellent. Okay.
Make a shield out of him.
All right. So is it the case that you guys are all intent on heading to the mansion overlooking town as Sarah Westbrook has indicated?
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on now. We're really doing this. We're listening. All right, I'm not gonna metagame. Yeah, I'm in. All right, cool. All right, go ahead.
It's up to you guys.
I'm in.
I have no reason not to believe her in character. So
Yep, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I
So
have no reason not to believe her.
I was going to say, you guys have witnessed her like nearly get burned alive by these witch hunter dudes who did not seem like nice individuals. So much so that they tried to drag her back into the flame. And honestly, had that not turned out the way it was on the next round, that guy would have shoved her back into the fire. So, you guys witnessed them really trying to hurt her.
Yeah,
And
Mara is concerned about the girl and believes her 100%.
Yeah, she says her sisters are being held in the mansion above town, and that's where she got dragged from before she was tied to the stake. So, if that's the case, as you guys approach this this large home on the hill above town, you see that it's kind of a large structure, but it's made of black stained wood, and it has these kind of dark iron trimmings all around the house, and even some of the ornate decorations on the house are these kind of bent, kind of strange looking sculptures. The old roof on it is kind of leaning sideways. As the moonlight kind of shines on it, you can see that it too, like the rest of this kind of doomed, cursed town, is it's also kind of dilapidated and in need of repair. And it just seems as though, particularly you, Hinar, because and even you, Ka, because you're sensitive to such things, as you approach this house, that there's just this air of kind of doom that's kind of emanating from this home. There are no kind of windows on the ground floor, so to speak. Yep. Hold on one second, Jason. Yeah. So they've all been boarded up. There are some windows on the one side that overlook the town. These stained glass windows, but they're not at kind of normal height. They're up higher. But other than that, that's kind of the description. So before we talk about going to the front door, let's take a quick bio break. Is that good with everyone?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Sounds good.